Welcome to Hardware Cafe for this week. This time we're going meta. I'd like to show you some awesome new revamped features that we've got on Hackster. As of this week, we've rolled out an update that we've been working on for a long time, and it includes a lot of really new stuff that I'm excited to show you. So first we're going to look at differences in how your project appears as a thumbnail, then how it appears as a full project page. We're going to take a look at the search feature real quick, and then I'll show you the new editor, which makes things a lot more streamlined, understandable, and fun. So let's get started. I'm going to show you first the thumbnails. Here we go. So when you look at one of these projects, you immediately have a lot more information than you had before. You can see right off whether these projects are intermediate, easy level, they're very difficult. You've got a super hard level as well in case you're a hot shot. You can tell if something's got full instructions, or if it's a pro tip, or for example, a getting started guide or a teardown. You can easily find exactly the type of project that you want. Plus, we've revamped the design a little bit, so we make it look a little bit prettier. So let's take a look at this project. It's a beautifully detailed write-up, and you'll notice that it's a mostly software project. All of this stuff, even if you're not building hardware, as long as you're interfacing with hardware, that's totally fine. In this case, we're using Alexa and AWS. You can easily find out what exactly you'll be using. Your description is over here, and you get a little snapshot of everything you'll need to know about the project right up, so you can decide how much time to invest in this and more easily find stuff that's on your level. You can still respect things, of course. And this isn't a totally new feature, but you do have a really easy way to navigate within projects based on the headers that you've used. If you're looking for something specific, say DeLorean projects, for example, not only do you have better results now, but you have them broken down into the different types of results that you get. So in this case, you've only got 2 platforms, but you've got a number of different components and a number of different write-ups. So just click on that and you'll get this beautiful thumbnail breakout. I'm really excited about this, actually. Our designers and devs have done a beautiful job, and I get to reap the benefits, and so do you. So the next thing I was going to show you is how to actually create a project. So on any given page, you've got this plus sign, and you can click it to make a new project. My persona here is Buckaroo Banzai, so I'm going to make an oscillation overthruster. And let's see, go to the 8th dimension. And for my picture for this project, I'm actually using a beautiful image of a replica that someone, a fan of the movie, has done. So Jeff Zugale, check out his beautiful replica of the oscillation overthruster. Yeah, check it out. You might have noticed before that when we looked at the project page itself, the image of your project no longer has this dark gradient over it. The entire project is shown pretty much as you entered it, and you don't have to worry about which parts of your image are going to be overlaid by this gradient. You can just upload exactly what you want. And now here's my team. So I'm going to add Dr. Emilio Lizardo. Oh, but I can't because he doesn't have an account. What do I do now? Well, I shall add him down here. But yeah. And then Blue Blaze Irregulars is going to be our team name. Or the Hong Kong Cavaliers, whatever you want. You'll notice that the tabs up here are different now. We've got things and attachments, where you previously had hardware and software tabs. So you've got things, story, and attachment. And as you might guess, things is the platforms that you're using. So for example, here I'm going to use some resistors, transistors, maybe an NPN one. There we go. And like, say we're gonna make it work with an Amazon Echo because I want this next generation of the overthruster to be voice activated. So in that case, we're going to be working with Alexa, the Alexa Skills Kit. And I'm going to need, let's see, a soldering iron. I'm going to save my changes. Here is an overthruster I built. It oscillates. It makes the rocket car go very fast. And then you can stick in images and stuff as usual. This is the same editor as before, pretty much. So if you've done anything recently, it will look very familiar. And then finally, attachments is where you're going to stick all of your code, schematics, and CAD files. So as opposed to before where you had a hardware tab and a software tab, now you have something for the materials, the actual things that make up your design, and then the things that people can download relating to that design to help them build it. Once you've published your project, it's going to go through our moderation queue, which means that it will go much faster if you follow the content guidelines. And we've added a helpful link to that right from the editor. Again, you also have your regular checklist for publication, and that'll help you figure out exactly what you need to get published. Finally, once you go to your project page, you'll be able to make it public. I'm describing how I built a device. I obviously did not describe fully how I built this. You'll want to do that. But you still can do things like pro tips or getting started guides or whatever. But this is a finished piece, so I'm still working on this. But if I choose to specify that it is complete, I can show that it provides no or partial instructions, and that's the same as what used to be called a showcase. This is not editable from here. It just shows you what you've already added. And it's going to be cars. Difficulty is pretty super hard. Required time is about 80 years. We're going to use the CERN license. And it's going to be discoverable by everyone. So you can change all of this right from up at the top for future reference. And this is how your finished project page will look. All of your materials and things are now at the top for easier scanning by readers. And your story comes next, and then all of your attachments. That's all I got for you today. We're really excited to share this with you. Thanks again to all of our designers and our dev team and the wonderful people who gave us feedback to make this possible. I hope that you go forth, write up some cool stuff, and have fun.